I'm sitting at Market Lane pop-up coffee shop here in Param Market. I'm not here to have coffee actually, although I may do after. I'm going to show you guys how to make one of my favourite filled pastas, which is agnolotti with rocket balsamic onions and potato. This is how we do it. These onions are cooled, but I actually pre-cook them with butter, marjoram and balsamic vinegar in an oven at 200 degrees until they're really soft, and they're so good and caramelly. Now, this potato I cooked in the skin. It's still a little bit warm, but that's also been cooked at 200 degrees until cooked all the way through, which was about 30 minutes. So to make the filling for the ravioli, I'm going to remove that skin. You can use your fingers just to peel it off. Remove the potato flesh and pop that in with the onions. Once you've got the potato in with the onion, take a handful or so of rocket and you can bunch that up and just run through it with a knife. Pop that in with the potato. Add a good amount of freshly grated Pecorino or Parmesan cheese into the mixture and mix together really well with a spoon. This is actually better done with your fingers. Now, once you've done this, you can clean down and get ready to make pasta. Here I have a beautiful pasta dough. The full recipe for this is available on the Param Market Facebook page or website, so check that out. This is a pasta dough I made about half an hour before. It's had a lovely rest, and I'm going to start with about half of this. Start by flattening the pasta dough with a rolling pin or with your hand out as much as possible, and then we can start through the pasta machine. Once you've got a beautiful long big sheet of the pasta, I like to fold it in half. And then we have the base and the roof. Then using your fingers, take little pockets of our mixture, working with about 10 ravioli per person. Take some egg wash and brush one side of the pasta sheet with the egg wash, which is basically going to act as our glue. And I'm going to cut this in half just to make it easier to work with. Very carefully close over your ravioli and use your fingers to push down around the filling, getting rid of as much air as possible. Using a knife or a pasta cutter, you can start to cut these into ravioli. So this is a ravioli, but I want to make agnolotti. So take a little bit of egg wash and brush it along each side of the ravioli. Give the face or the center a little bit of a push down, and then fold it over, joining both sides together, and give a really good pinch so they stick. And repeat for the rest of the ravioli. Take a pan big enough to fit the pasta and place it over a low to medium heat and add the butter for the sauce straight into the pan. Season the pasta water generously with salt. Pop the agnolotti in for 1 to 2 minutes or until tender. As the butter melts down, it will start to turn to beurre noisette, so you can add the sage or marjoram in at this stage. Once the agnolotti is ready, you can pop it straight into that beurre noisette and just very carefully give it a toss through and run. Once you've got the agnolotti ready, you need to move quite quickly, get it onto a plate, a share plate, however you wish to do it. The sage is going to be lovely and crispy. Look at that. Finish with just a little bit of the pecorino without going overboard, and a sprinkle of salt, and there it is.